Sarah Elfreth here, proud Congresswoman from Maryland's 3rd Congressional District. Now, I've said this many times, I'm going to keep saying it. The 3rd District of Maryland is home to 44,000 federal employees serving in dozens of federal departments and agencies, from the U.S. Naval Academy to Social Security Administration, NIH, EPA, every acronym available. And over the last few weeks, we've seen, quite frankly, an assault on our federal civil service, on civil servants specifically. And thousands of you have reached out to my office over email or message or on the phone. I met so many of you back in the district, and every conversation has been, what can I do as a member of Congress to stop some of this chaos? And one of the best things I can do, being in the minority, not having the ability to bring a bill to the floor, one of the best things I can do is support our partners who are taking action in the community and in the court system. And that's why I have with me Rob Shriver from Democracy Forward, who is, I hate to say quintessential civil servant, and that's like a compliment, but you are right now at the moment with Democracy Forward, the face and the voice of millions of federal civil servants just trying to do their job here, Rob. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
A couple of questions. Can you tell everybody just a little bit more about Democracy Forward, what the organization is, what you do, and some of the things that you're up to?
Sure, happy to. And thank you so much for having me. It's been great to be with you, talking to the members in your district, people across the state of Maryland who are concerned about what's going on in the federal government. So I'm with Democracy Forward. I lead our Civil Service Strong initiative, and I'm here today in solidarity with federal workers, career civil servants who just get up every day to do the job of the American people. And so that's what we stand for at Democracy Forward. We're part of an organization of 400 like-minded groups that have brought some 85 lawsuits against the Trump administration. Democracy Forward has brought 25 of those lawsuits, and we're winning. We brought a lawsuit to stop the midnight freeze on grant money that OMB tried to implement. We have obtained relief from the Merit System Protection Board that reversed the administration's mass termination of probationary employees. We have kept the lights on at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and blocked the administration from liquidating the assets there. So we're fighting every day in the courts, and we're also getting resources out to federal employees so they can understand what's going on.
Right, just a few things going on right now. And so the courts are such an essential part of this fight right now. Again, when Republicans control the House and the Senate, our courts, our mighty third branch of our federal government, are a solution here in checking the executive's power. So thank you for utilizing the court system as a member of Congress. I'm highlighting this work, signing on to amicus briefs where I can. It's so important. To the folks in my district who are civil servants, and again, these are folks who are inspecting our food, they're keeping, they're at the FAA making sure our flights are safe, they're at EPA making sure we have clean drinking water, like every aspect of our everyday life is in some way touched by the federal government or a federal civil servant. But a lot of people are disheartened right now, rightfully so. We have, folks in the administration who want to make, frankly, civil servants miserable. They want to make them hate showing up to work. There's such fast pivoting between come back to work, but we're going to cancel leases, so there's nowhere to go back to. The firing of probationary employees, that I have a bill to help alleviate some of that stress right now. But what do you say to constituents of mine, civil servants across this country who are just anxious and scared?
Yeah, I think, Congresswoman, the first thing I would say is we see you and we get it. Like, I know federal workers. I've worked with federal workers through many years at OPM and throughout my entire career. And I think that federal workers get up every day and they try to figure out how I can best help the American people. There's this assumption in this Project 2025 plan that federal workers are trying to thwart what the Trump administration wants to do. And I just don't think that's what federal workers are doing. I don't think that makes any sense. So I want folks to understand that a lot of us get it. And you have organizations working together day in and day out, long hours to try to help you and fight back against this. That's what we're committed to at Democracy Forward, standing in solidarity with federal workers. Our civilservicestrong.org website provides important resources so you can figure out what's going on, what the policies are, and get kind of the real scoop from us. And we all need to keep backing you up and fighting with you every day.
Right. And it's actually, federal civil servants tend to be so apolitical, and yet the president wants to change some schedules around and actually politicize civil service in a way that we haven't seen in this country since like 1883, back to the spoils system where you had to know somebody and be a family member or a friend even to get hired into that system. We did away with that because of corruption and cronyism, and the civil service we have today is frankly the best in the world in terms of delivering results for the American people without politics getting in the way. And that's what we're fighting for. House Democrats are fighting for, Democracy Forward is fighting for, and we're going to continue to stay in this fight, stay optimistic, despite whatever the White House throws at us. And I'm just so grateful to have partners like you, Rob, and Democracy Forward, our federal unions, so many people who are standing up, speaking out, and challenging these actions in court.
Well, thank you so much. It's my life's work, and it's great to be beside you here, such a strong advocate for federal workers. Thank you.
Thank you very much.